There we go. We can't start on a
We're
bad
back,
clap,
baby.
So
dude.
crazy how bad that was.
That was.
Welcome back to the Triple F podcast, dude.
Hey, if you're listening to this early, I'm catching you early this time. Rate the podcast. I just need to make sure that everybody hears
Rate
it.
the podcast, leave a review. We love you very much, but we do need you to do that.
Sorry that this episode is late.
Yeah, this episode's going to be late, and it's because we are in Tempe, Arizona.
We're in the green room.
You
right
are
now.
currently witnessing the green room of a comedy club. If you've ever wondered what it's like, not that cool.
dimly lit room.
It's cool. It's fine.
It is funny. It is funny how often people who don't do comedy are like, "Where are you when the show's happening?" I'm like, "I'm in the green room." They're like, "Oh, what is
Dude,
that?" It's like it's a room with a couple couches and a TV.
The name, like telling somebody the green room
Oh,
is
yeah.
the sickest. Like,
It sounds cool.
it's so great. Like, if somebody comes to a show and you're like, "You want to come back to the green room?" And they're like, "Yeah,
Whoa,
dude,
yeah.
what?" And then, I mean, they think it's cool. I mean, I think it's cool.
It is
Honestly,
cool.
dude,
it is cool.
It's cool.
It's cool.
It's
It's
cool
just
as
the
fuck.
reality of it when you like, damn, a green room. Then you see it. It's like, oh, it's just a very small room with like a couch and a TV and like a mini fridge with water.
You want to know what I find interesting? Many of them, not green.
None of them. You know, it's a.
Very few of them are
You know
green.
where
I've
the term
actually
comes
never
from,
been in
right?
a green one.
No, where does it come from?
Oh, you're good.
You're
No,
good.
You're
Come
good.
on
What do
in.
you-
What's
You're
up?
good.
Yeah.
So
Oh
what?
yeah, we are, but you're good.
Yeah, you're good, dude.
For the video,
Yeah.
working the link.
Okay.
Do you know the website we transfer?
No.
Can we just airdrop it to you when
Could
we're
I come
done?
airdrop it to you in like
Yeah.
45?
When you guys are ready.
Okay, sweet.
Perfect.
yeah.
Thanks,
Thank you.
dude.
Thank you.
Hell yeah. Well, you guys got behind the
Just
scenes.
business stuff.
Yeah, not a
Just
huge.
fuck.
Just
not a
you can't
huge
hear. You didn't even
dude.
hear. What if like they don't even know if that actually happened?
Yeah,
Like he wasn't in the
yeah.
camera, so it's just like me
No,
being
he
like,
was. I could see.
"Oh,
him.
what? What happened? What? Yeah,
Plugged in.
yeah, dude, it's fine.
Oh my god, dude, you just fucked it all up.
You're out of your mind, dude. Stop.
Oh my god, dude.
No, dude, where'd it go?
This is a terrible podcast.
Yeah, this is not good.
I just tried to show the dirty
It's
talk.
so cool that we're on tour.
Dirty talk. Oh,
Regardless,
just,
Just move
I
it.
wanted to. I wanted to tell Matt about our fucking plane ride, which was nuts.
Yeah, tell me
It
about it.
was nuts. So we had for whatever reason, from Florida to Arizona, we had a connecting through Chicago.
Yeah.
So great.
yes.
On our flight to Chicago, a woman. This is like a 3.5 hour flight. 45 to an hour in, a woman barfs her fucking brains out. It smells so bad. She's 2 rows ahead of Josh and I, and we're just like, Josh is across the aisle from me, and I wake up and I look over, and Josh is looking at me, and I'm like, is that? I go like this, like barf, and he goes, yeah.
Dude, that's grossing me the fuck out.
Everyone
dude.
around us, I
All
kind
at
of woke
once.
up from the smell. Everyone around us was doing this with their shirts.
Yeah.
They all had their shirts over their nose. They had to get the lady and put her in the back while they like cleaned out her whole row.
She
It
threw
was-
up on the fucking
Yeah.
seat.
Oh,
She
yeah.
threw up everywhere.
Wait, what?
Yeah, dude.
She didn't throw up into the baggie?
Bro, she exploded.
It was.
Oh my fucking god, dude.
Dude, and what's crazy is she was riding alone.
Did
there
she
was
throw up on other people?
I don't know, but the 2 people next to her weren't with her.
Yeah.
There was just, dude, imagine being, and she was in the middle seat.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, dude. Yeah.
Oh my
Imagine
god. Imagine
you
being
are
the inside seat and having to like crawl. You know how hard it is just to exit when
Oh,
there's
it's-
not
it's
throw up all
insane.
over the place?
Imagine you're just
Oh
on a
my
flight. It's
God.
fucking 8 in the morning. You're tired as hell, and then the woman next to you, who you don't know, by the way, just hurls. And
Oh.
I was
Dude,
I was
the
just
smell
like,
of other
you
people's
better
throw
not
up.
At
So
like
annoying.
9 a.m. too.
It was so early in
How
the
embarrassing!
morning.
You're gonna
Dude.
throw up at 9 a.m.
How do you have enough in your stomach to throw up that early?
Yeah.
Pig.
All I
Yeah.
had-
Yeah.
dude, I was like, when like, because I had been up since like 5:45. You know when you haven't eaten all day, just iced coffee, so like you're really hungry but like jittery. I was that smelling barf. I was not doing well.
I would rather, and I'm not joking, I would rather watch somebody shit in the aisle and them not clean it up and there be somebody shit in the aisle than somebody barf
I don't
in
know.
that same
that's
area.
That's nuts,
That's
dude. That's a
tough.
crazy
That's
The
one.
tough.
smell of somebody else's fucking throw up is one of the most
was
disgusting.
nasty.
It was. It
It's
was. It was hot.
fucking
It was a hot
gross.
smell.
It
Just
was
like
so bad.
you know what I'd rather? I'd rather if I'm locked in a room with somebody, I'd rather somebody fart than burp
Yeah.
and me have to smell it.
Yeah, I agree with that. I agree
a
with
smelly burp is like next level.
It's because you can like identify
Yeah,
it
I
a little
agree with
bit.
that. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you're like, oh, quesadilla. Like
Yeah.
it's fucking gross, dude.
Ugh.
Yeah, I'm not
But
with
then,
all that.
on the flight from Chicago to Phoenix, there is a very, very old Chinese lady across the aisle from me, and her carry-on is a grocery bag.
It's a gong.
She had a grocery bag as her carry-on. In her grocery bag, she had a Ziploc filled with lemon slices. And the entire flight, I can hear her over my AirPods, by the way. I can hear her putting lemon in her mouth and going, "Ugh." She did that for like an hour straight.
What?
She was just sucking lemons and just going,
That's how she's so old. That's like how she keeps herself alive.
yeah,
She, like,
yeah,
she, like, it's like tasing herself. Like
Yeah.
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 It's like that
That's
movie
crazy,
Crank. Have you ever
dude.
seen that when the guy has
Yeah.
to keep getting high to stay alive? She's
Yeah.
doing that with lemons.
That's like an adrenaline. That's like putting ice on your balls for her. She's like,
Yeah,
oh,
yeah.
I'm back.
yeah.
She starts to fade, and it's like for her, it's not falling asleep. It's like the never-ending slumber. you
Yeah,
know?
yeah,
So she has to be
yeah.
like,
She was legitimately making this noise for almost an hour straight.
I bet it's more like
What the?
because she's Chinese.
I just kept looking over and being like, this is, and
you
nobody
not
else was
record her?
looking. No.
Bro, I would have recorded her for sure. Yeah, I had somebody bring a
Nobody else
grocery
noticed or
bag.
cared. I was
That's
like, this
crazy.
is
It's
crazy.
because you're on Frontier, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, Frontier is the new Spirit.
I flew Frontier on the way here as well, and it is Spirit. It's
worse than
just Spirit.
it's worse
Yeah.
than Spirit.
It just flies under the radar because people are so like, oh, Spirit this, Spirit that. No, dude, Frontier is the
Frontier
worst
is dog shit.
by far. It was
Frontier
crazy.
is
I had a guy
terrible.
fly on Spirit with his personal item was a grocery bag, and it had like fucking groceries in it. It had a head of lettuce and bananas in it. Is that not the crazy? He's like, I just came to Chicago to buy fucking groceries.
I'm importing
Oh,
seeds.
yeah.
Or just like to do a grocery run before you get on a plane. Like
Yeah.
you tell your
Yeah.
wife, like, yeah, I'm about to get on the plane in an hour. Did we need anything from the grocery
Yeah.
store?
Yeah.
I'll pick it up while I'm in Chicago,
Yeah.
and then I'll bring it home
He had to
to
Maybe
wherever we live.
Maybe
had
we
to put
don't
that-
know something about Chicago lettuce, dude.
He had to put that through the
X-ray machine?
dude. Okay, but wait.
And the black lady working TSA is like, boy,
Well, you better stop.
you got a whole
better
head of lettuce
stop.
up in here.
You guys have to retell the story of pre-flight checking in
Oh,
because
man.
that story is good. Dude.
So Josh Francis, one third of the Triple F podcast and 1/3 of the Dirty Talk Comedy Tour, very funny comedian, also psycho,
extreme anger issues.
also a crazy person.
If you are a fan, you might remember us telling the story of New Orleans, which is one of the last times that we traveled to do this. And he also had what some would call a freak out on a stranger.
Yep.
No, I was he
I'm not
initiated
saying
it.
I'm not saying he didn't deserve it, but you did respond aggressive as fuck.
Well, yeah,
No,
I was,
am I
that
wrong?
was
No, yeah.
sticking
It was
up for
super
your
aggressive.
honor.
And you were, and it felt nice, but it was aggressive nonetheless. So okay,
So we get to the airport. Josh and I are sharing a suitcase, but I have the checked bag under my boarding pass. You have the little kiosk. You check your boarding pass. Mine said go to the ticketing counter. For whatever reason, it wouldn't print out my ticket to put around my checked bag. So we go to the ticket counter. There's a long line to drop off luggage. We go past that line to the ticket counter, and we're waiting to be helped by the lady there. And some woman walks up to us, and she's like, did you not notice the long line that you guys just walked past? And I was like, yeah, no, I have to like get something done with my boarding pass. She's like, well, we're all waiting to drop off luggage too. And I was like, that's not what I'm waiting on. The ticketing thing won't give me, the kiosk won't give me my thing. It told me to come here. And Josh goes, you walked all the way up here to say that? To which she was like, yeah, I did. And Josh was like, whatever, like go back to your thing. And then we got the lady at
that's
the
crazy. Can you describe the lady though?
White lady, knuckle tattoos, nose pierced, at least 40.
Yeah. Yeah. Early 40s knuckle tattoos.
sucks.
Was probably hot 20 years ago, but a lot of drinking put
And
that
doesn't know
under
how
her.
to let it
Yeah.
go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She doesn't know that she's not the hot girl who can have an attitude anymore.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, you haven't been that person in 15 years.
Yeah.
Now you're just an old cunt.
Yeah.
But the lady at the Frontier counter helped us, but we were already there, so she checked our bag for us. So then we didn't have to go into the bag line. We go walk towards security, and Josh, just to get a last word in, goes, "Have fun in line, dumbass." To which she yells, "You're a bitch."
Have fun in line, dumbass.
Have fun in line, dumbass.
At like 8 in the morning.
Oh, dude, yeah,
6 a.m.
like
I was-
6:45 in the morning.
I was bringing
Josh
the
is
heat
just,
to her.
dude. And
Holy
Josh's
shit.
adrenaline, probably until we were in air, until it took him this long to come down off this adrenaline jump. We are by our gate. We are at the Starbucks right next to our gate, and there's an escalator right next to the Starbucks. If you're on this escalator, you have to be going to the gate that we were at, which it was the only Frontier flight that morning. Which
Was she
means
on your flight?
Yes, she was on our flight. She walked past us. But the whole time I'm getting Starbucks, Josh is sitting next to me just glancing at the escalator because I know he just wants a round two.
Did you
I
want
wanted
more?
it. I was gonna go up to her and be like, "How fucking dumb are you?"
I knew he did because the whole time I'm like riffing, I'm goofing around. I'm like, I'm gonna get a coffee. I'm feeling good. Josh was like, yeah, that's fine. And then he would just look over here. I'm like, you just want more smoke. He's like, yes.
I wanted it, dude.
You did.
She brought the heat, dude. I was like, I'm gonna fuck you up. I wish she had a
You
husband.
walked all the way up here to say that, dude. Crazy.
It is kind of crazy because she got out of line.
Yeah, mind your own fucking
She
business.
told her children who she
Yeah.
was with,
yeah.
Who
who were drinking
five-
fucking Mountain Dew, probably.
Yeah, yeah.
Probably. Who 5 minutes later just got to watch their mom get called a dumbass.
That's so fucking good.
It was so funny.
It's very funny to keep insults minimal. Like
Yeah,
I could have been like
dumbass.
you have tattoos on your knuckles
You
in your 40s, you
Idiot
dumb
piece of shit.
Yeah, you look like
yeah.
trash. It's just funny to be like dumbass in front of in front of like 60 people who we also just cut in front of.
But also,
But we
here's the-
didn't intentionally
here's the thing.
cut the-
We didn't cut the line.
No.
The kiosk told me to go
Yeah.
there. And it's like, look, if you guys are all waiting in a line and I found a way to get past that line, that's on you. If you
Yeah.
could have walked up to the ticketing counter and have them check your bag there the whole time and you didn't, look who's the smart one.
No,
Me.
Yeah.
literally,
Like-
it's so stupid because it's like if there's two different lines for a reason. It's like if you're waiting in line to piss and there's a toilet open and I go in there and shit and you go, some of us are waiting to piss and it's like, well, I have to shit. That's what that one is for. You fucking dumbass.
Yeah.
Should
It's
I
also
fight
like,
this
if I
bitch?
couldn't have checked my bag at that thing, the lady would have said you can't do that.
Yeah.
But the fact that you can do it
Means you guys are idiots.
You're
The
dumb.
reality of what probably happened is that a small line formed. Everybody who walked up after that saw a line and thought, oh, I have to get in this.
Mhm.
They didn't think there's an open thing over there and that you're an idiot and that's why you're flying
Yeah.
Frontier in your 40s, you fucking failure.
Yeah, dude, they're a bunch of sheep, dude.
You're not in your 40s?
No, we're frying Frontier.
Yeah,
we're frying Frontier. I want to have
I said
consensual
that-
things with you.
I said that through a burp. I was like, we're
Consensual
frying
sense.
Frontier.
Yeah, but we're also like on the up like dude, if when I'm in my 40s and I have 2 kids and we're going somewhere, I'm flying Frontier, you have to admit on some level that you failed.
Yeah, oh yeah, definitely.
Right? Like
Definitely.
Yeah, if you're sitting next to a lady who's squeezing lemons in your mouth to
I
stay
never
alive.
flew. Yeah, I never flew Frontier or Spirit until I was an adult. Because as a child, my parents always took us Delta.
because guess what? Your parents are
Continental.
successful, right?
Yeah, oh,
yeah,
yeah.
exactly.
I
That's
feel
what I'm
okay.
saying.
I flew Delta in the military, and I was like, "This is the great." Like, I don't understand when people complain about planes, and then
Oh well, they haven't flown Frontier enough.
yeah,
After flying Frontier, the next time I take Delta, I'll be like,
This is a luxury.
What is this? A Rolls Royce?
yeah, this is
Yeah.
a luxury.
Since when did Bentley make?
Oh, I
planes?
get to sit next
I
to somebody
mean-
who showers.
So like our flight
Oh,
sat
this
on
person's snack is a snack and not a fucking lemon.
yeah,
Dude,
yeah.
that's crazy. we sat on the runway for 2 hours before we took off, and then the flight's like 5. We've had a direct flight, not trying to brag or anything, but we like.
You were on the runway for 2 hours.
Yeah, I know. I know. No, literally, you guys were like, "Oh, it took this long," and I was like, "That's like exactly how long ours took." And the seats are so bad that like my
they're
ass
bad.
hurt. Like it felt like I was sitting on like a park bench for 6 hours.
The chairs on a Frontier flight feel like a you ever sat in like a gaming chair, like a computer game?
Yes.
It's like that if you cut all the cushioning out of it.
yeah,
it's
that's
like
exactly
that,
what it is.
It's
It
like
was
that
bad.
form, but it's like if you cut the
And then they were
cushion,
like, and
it's
if you
terrible.
want, you can become a Frontier Rewards member right now and get
Insane.
60,000 free miles.
Uh,
Dude,
Bitch, I will not
she
pay.
ran out of pamphlets by my aisle.
That's hilarious.
I was like aisle 17.
Who's signing up for this
signing
credit
up
card?
for the Frontier MasterCard?
a
Like,
credit card for Frontier?
if you don't have enough money to fly a better airline,
Don't
you
get
should
a
not be
fucking-
getting another credit.
Absolutely, absolutely, dude. This is a personal finance podcast now.
Yeah.
If you can't
Yeah.
afford, if you cannot afford to buy a real plane ticket and fly for a real airline, you should not get a credit card on the cheap airline.
Fuck you.
Fuck you,
Dumbasses.
dumbasses.
It's also like getting like that's almost a punishment. Like your reward every time you spend, it's a punishment. You're
Guess
like, oh, I have
what? You get to fly with us
Yeah,
again.
yeah, dude.
Like,
No,
fuck.
dude, no.
It's
It
just
now
like-
financially only makes sense for you to fly
yeah.
on
We've
Frontier.
created this. Yeah, it's a sinkhole.
That's like hey, every time if you get this special card, it makes a little bit of financial sense to every time you get an Uber. It's just a piece of shit.
yeah.
Right.
Like
Yeah.
every Uber you get in has like torn up seats.
Every 100 Uber rides, you will get one Uber free. But every time you ride, it's going to be in a Nissan Altima with all the hubcaps missing that's been smoked inside of.
and the guy farts.
And
And
the
the
guy
guy-
who drives it is exactly who you think drives the Nissan Altima.
Dude, the guy who was our Uber driver to go from the airport to my cousin's was like, I was like, what's there to do? I was like, does it snow here? Because there's mountains everywhere. And he was like, it's occasional. And then he goes, yeah, I mean, it does snow on the mountains. You know, people go sledding on there's ski slopes. And then he just starts laughing. He goes, there's ski slopes. And then Jeff and I are both like,
What was the joke?
There wasn't.
there wasn't one. But he was just like,
Josh was like, "Does it snow here?" And he was like, "Well, we do have ski slopes."
dude, it got so quiet. Jeff and I were just like, all right.
And then we were just like, "What?
Yeah, dude. I was like, what
Was
the?
that a bit? Did you have a bit?"
I am constantly around that humor this week.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you're
It's
with old
like,
white
I'm with
people.
old. I'm
That's
staying
exactly
with,
who our Uber
I'm
driver
staying with old whites, and it's a lot. It's a lot of that, dude.
Mhm.
It's a lot of, and it's what it's also a lot of. Oh, be careful. You might end up in one of his
His
little
axe.
bits.
Yeah, he might be. He might use that on a stage.
God.
And it's like I know they mean it so well, so it's like hard to get upset.
Yeah.
But it's also like, man, I can't tell you that I hate this because you've already
Nothing-
done it 100 times.
I also.
Also, you have done nothing interesting,
Dude,
enough
they will
to
say
be a
something
joke.
that is the most boring thing I've ever heard in my fucking life, and be like, "Watch out,
Craig missed a belt loop. Watch out.
Yeah.
He's gonna get on
It's
the.
literally like that.
He's gonna be on the one. I realized that I feel really comfortable in Ubers where I know I can comfortably beat the shit out of the driver.
I don't feel like that's only Ubers for you. I think you.
Yeah, most
I
situations.
think you kind of like that being the vibe anytime you're anywhere.
Yeah, but the Uber driver today, I was like, oh, you couldn't do it. Sometimes I get in the Uber and I go, I could just get trafficked.
I tell you what,
True.
if that woman at the airport
being a
had a
woman.
husband, this would be a two-man show. But
Yeah, I'd be
because Josh was
arrested.
fighting that guy at the airport
No.
for sure.
No, I would have let him hit me, and then I would have been like, arrest him! Look at what he did.
Yeah, but then you would have had to like
Press
wait for
charges,
police and do a
yeah.
thing. You would have missed the show.
Yeah, that's probably true.
You would have missed the show.
I wouldn't have
100%.
punched him though, because that's how you get in trouble.
That's how you get.
That's how you get in trouble, baby. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm afraid that if I punch somebody, I
Oh
could
shit!
kill him.
Did
with
you know what my
one-
middle name was? Trouble.
Oh fuck.
That's my
dude.
middle name.
Is
dude.
your middle name Paul?
No, I have to do. You guys are gonna have to
Okay.
take over for a second. I have to do something
He's
for the
filling out
promo video.
a credit card.
I have to play a game real quick.
Okay, let's do it.
I was talking about him.
Oh, he's just on RuneScape.
He's like, you guys are gonna have to do this. I'm playing solitaire.
yeah, yeah. That's an old guy game. 100%.
Bro,
I like
I'm staying
solitaire.
in a 55 and up community, and literally, like, on the gym equipment, like a stationary bike has the screen that has the stats and stuff. One of the options is you can play solitaire on it.
Oh, dude,
That's
you
kinda
know
sick,
that they
actually.
compete for the fucking they compete for that top
I
spot.
walked into a ballroom filled with, I'm not joking, probably 80 senior citizens all playing Wii Sports. It was the coolest fucking thing.
They're bowling.
There was a weird time in like the mid 2000s where people were like, you can lose weight with the Wii.
Yeah,
And it was like,
yes.
no, you won't.
Or like,
Yeah.
There
Yes,
was like
dude.
Wii Fitness. or,
That
like,
was the
Wii-
Yeah.
it
Or,
corresponded
like,
with.
Was it-
Xbox had one too.
It wasn't. What was it called? Was it Wii Fitness?
It was.
Wii Fit. It was
We
called
fit.
Wii
Yeah,
Fit.
we fit.
There, I remember my friend's fucking porky mom got that, and she was like, this is gonna be the thing, and it's like, no, you're gonna be fat.
It's the same era that the shake weight came out too. There
Mhm.
was all those little like I'm gonna get shredded without going to the gym and
Yeah.
eating right, and it's like you're just gonna be playing Wii. you're
Yeah,
gonna
you're
be
just playing Wii.
you're just gonna be shaking a thing. Like you're not gonna be jacked, dude.
Dude, I wanted a Bowflex so bad.
Dude, Bowflexes
dude,
were the shit.
dude,
Those
Bowflex is-
commercials were so sick. I used to watch like the 30-minute infomercial, and then I actually remember asking my mom for a Bowflex for Christmas, and she was like, no. And I was like, why?
I'm not going to spend $2,000 to get my pudgy little child the Bowflex.
You're like I want to look like that.
All
guy.
of a sudden you want the leading technology in fitness out of nowhere?
leading technology.
I was like 14. I was like, Mom, I want a Bowflex. She was like, I'll get you a gym membership. And I was like, but that doesn't have the cool slick
yeah,
commercial.
It's good, cool. The things they bow and they flex.
They're flex bands.
They're Bowflexing.
I remember I used to work out in my basement. My dad had like an old weight set, and I watched King of the Hill, and there's an episode where Hank gets addicted to steroids. Have you ever seen that one? Him and Bill get addicted to steroids. Sick. And Bill works out and he wears gloves, like the fingerless gloves. And because of that episode, I was like, that's so sick. I went and took my Under Armour football gloves and cut the fingers off. And my dad was like, the fuck are you doing? I just spent $65 on your wide receiver gloves. And now you have, like, and for me to go to the gym once, I think I went down there twice or three
So
times a
wait,
month.
you were inspired to do something you thought was cool by
King of the Hill.
King of the Hill?
Yeah, dude.
That's crazy.
King of the Hill was one of the best. I think.
Also,
It is
like
great.
that character is like the dumbass.
Yeah.
Like the whole
amazing.
thing of him having like fingerless
It's
gloves
fu-
is
because
like, look
it's-
at this.
yeah, 'cause
idiot.
he's stupid.
And you were like, tight.
That's
so
sick.
tight.
You were
Yeah.
like, hell yeah, bro.
I used to work out in my I used to work out in my basement, and it was just like a bunch of old rusty weights my dad used in like the 70s. So it was like, I mean, so janky. They had sand.
Yeah.
The weight had sand in them.
Mhm.
So you'd be
Yeah,
like
yeah,
bench
yeah, yeah.
pressing, and sand would be falling out, and you'd always be like, it doesn't. Your
it's
new
funny.
maxes.
It's funny how like cartoons would influence you as a kid. I have two different like food scenarios that were influenced by Nickelodeon's Doug. Do you remember Doug?
Yeah.
I eat sunny side up eggs because I remember Doug asking for, like, he was at a diner in the show and he was like sunny side up.
Yes, yeah.
And I thought that was so adult as like a 5-year-old or
Yeah,
whatever
yeah,
to be like, oh, to have like your own
your preference of eggs.
Yeah, like I have an egg preference.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
just get scrambled like a baby.
Could you imagine that? That is kind of crazy.
Yeah.
To be like a 5-year-old and be like, I would like sunny side up.
That's
Yeah,
what I
that's
thought would
like
be
wild,
that's
dude.
like
That's what I thought it
That's
would be cool.
creepy,
I,
dude.
like we went to like like IHOP like a couple weeks
Yeah, can I get
later,
a
and I
black
was
coffee
like,
as well?
and I was like, I'll have the kids 2-egg breakfast, and she was like, how would you like your eggs? I'm like, sunny side up. And I remember my mom being like, since when do you like sunny side up? And I was like,
And
honestly,
then-
I don't know if I do yet.
You're like, honestly, I might throw them up later, but in the meantime, can I have that cooler?
Yeah.
But then
do you actually
the-
like your egg sunny side up though?
I just like a runny yolk, if I'm being
Yeah.
honest.
Yeah, runny yolks
But
are nice.
I
With
like over
toast.
medium, over easy,
With
sunny.
toast. I like
But
white.
I
toast.
also got Beats. Do you remember Beats?
By Dre?
That was the band
Oh.
in Doug, but he would also eat beets. That was like the vegetable they would eat in
Oh
Doug.
shit!
And
yeah.
I remember going to Publix and my mom like being in the, I was also like a very young child. And I remember being like, are those beets? My mom being like, yeah. And I was like, can we get those? And she was like, okay. And then she cooked them and I was like, ew,
You're like,
these
what the fuck are
suck."
these, dude?
I,
You tricked me.
I think
s-
they're just like parsnips. They're not good.
No.
I had beets last night. Beets are delicious.
I don't like
Well,
beets. I don't
I
Dude,
also
like
don't think my
yams.
mom knew how to cook beets.
Dude, beets with like goat cheese. I'm gonna get bougie, but like beets with like goat cheese or like some sort of sweet like is really like a good beet salad is fucking good.
I do
dude.
not
I
like
went
I've
last night,
had
it was
a
really
vegetable
fucking good.
like renaissance in the last like because like
yeah,
my whole life
man.
I thought Brussels sprouts were gross.
No,
They're great. They're great.
Brussels sprouts are dude. Brussels sprouts.
Yeah,
done
Brussels
right
sprouts are awesome.
Gas,
When they're-
Yes.
bro.
when they're like baked, they're so good. Baked when
Yeah,
they're
yeah, yeah.
crunchy,
When they're all crunchy, they got like a bunch
you
of
get
seasoning
salt
them.
on
Yeah,
those
yeah, ooh, yeah.
motherfuckers. Dude, I saw.
But up until I was like 23, 24, I had only ever had like boiled Brussels. Like I was like,
Yeah.
I hate
Yeah.
Brussels sprouts. I didn't have.
You
like,
only
a
had it
good
made by
leg.
your grandma who was shaking from her Parkinson's. Just
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
yeah.
No, she didn't have Parkinson's. She did have Alzheimer's.
Alzheimer's.
Ooh, sad.
Oh,
Worse.
Way
yeah,
worse.
way worse.
Yeah, way worse.
Dude, at the Renaissance Fair this weekend when I went there, I saw
Nerd.
two dudes. Yeah, it was sick. I saw
Oh.
two dudes get arrested for fighting, and it was one of them was in like a night outfit, and he was like getting and
Dude,
his mugshot.
it's
He's
like-
gonna be in a chest plate with like shoulder.
It's like wait, we were dueling, officer.
Dude,
Officer, we were
whole-
fighting for this winch's honor.
Yeah, what are you? Yeah.
You can't arrest
We
me.
did trial by combat, officer. They
Yeah.
challenge him. They just get shot. I challenge you, officer. Dude, we went to. They had a fighting tournament. That was like the big selling point for like the 3:00 show. That we stayed an extra hour because they were like, we have at 3:00. There's a fight going down between the guy's name was he's hacking off of Game of Thrones. He's like, we got the Mountain and we've got the notorious Blueberry.
How big was the mountain? He better be fucking huge.
No, like 6'1". Not even big. And so
Come on,
we
man.
stayed.
I
We
don't like
stayed, dude.
that.
We stayed 2 hours extra to like watch this thing go down. We're like, oh, this is gonna be a big thing. To see the most unathletic, uncoordinated, smelly looking dude put on a helmet and going like ting ting
Yeah, he's
ting.
performing.
He
at
was
And
the
I was
probably
like-
Renaissance
fucking
Fair.
drunk as shit.
Dude,
too.
it was nuts. Everybody in the crowd started booing. And then we were like, yeah, this sucks. And then it started to rain. We're like,
That's funny.
we
He
need
tried to be like
leave.
he tried to hit him with like the "Are you not entertained?" and everyone was like, "No."
No,
Yeah, dude.
boo.
It was. I'm seriously like, I can't even. If we were to fuck around right now with the full armor and everything, it would look 8 times better because they don't care. They're like, oh, I have to do this again in 4 hours. So they're not going all out. They're just stinky, nasty people who get paid $200 a weekend to do it.
Damn, you hate these dudes.
I do, dude. They wasted
And
2
guess
hours.
what?
of
He
my
was
time.
fat.
And he was fat, dude. I hate that.
Stinky. I
Josh
bet his
hates fat
girlfriend
people.
was fat too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
stinky,
dude, Josh
nasty.
hates fat people.
We can't go any further with this because he
I know.
listens.
You said.
Well, now
that.
you have to cut this part out.
No, it's fine.
I forgot I was gonna say something. I forgot. Sorry, I had to send the promo video to that guy. I'm very unfocused.
It's a promo for our new underwear line.
Shield. It's not sheath. It's
A sheath for a cock.
Seath, it's Seetha underwear. And it doesn't have a pouch for your balls or dick. It has a pouch for your butthole. Hello? What's up, man?
Hello?
What's going on?
Sorry, am I interrupting?
No, you're
you're
good. What's up?
I just wanted to give you guys a heads up. We're going to open the doors in 10 minutes at 7 o'clock.
Sweet.
Oh,
The
perfect.
show's going to start on time. If anything changes, I'll keep you updated.
Cool.
And then the only question I had is do you want the box office people to check mark out of those names who showed up and who didn't?
No.
We don't need. Well,
That's okay, honestly.
No,
yeah.
yeah.
It's fine.
All right,
Thank
do
you.
you guys need anything at all?
Could I get a beer?
Yeah, if you can send a server
Yeah,
in
that'd be
here.
great.
I know we're recording, but
I'll get him right in here.
Awesome.
yeah,
awesome. Thank
you.
you so much.
yeah, send your server here. No, I'm just kidding. You probably edit that out. anyways,
Welcome to the
but-
biz, baby. Welcome to the big
biz.
times.
You can only have 2 drinks though, because then we have to pay for them.
I always have more and I never pay.
No, I know, dude. We're about to fucking pack this place out. We don't need
No,
to
if
pay.
they're charging me
Okay.
for beers, I'm be pissed.
Okay, so let's focus back up here.
Let's focus back up to the pod, boys.
Fuck, dude, I was gonna say something. I fucking forgot.
That I'm cute. Thank you.
You are cute.
Hey, thanks, buddy. I appreciate that.
I was thinking about this as a bit. What do you guys think?
Oh, I like this.
I don't like it.
No,
You
no,
don't
I
like
like the
this?
idea.
Hey, what's up,
Yo,
man?
what's going on, man?
Oh,
Awesome.
Okay.
Is there menus for like the food and everything anymore? Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Could I do Heineken? That'd be great. Do you have Stella? Cool. I'll do that.
Can you just? I have everything I need. Can I have a cup with ice and lime? Yep. And then I got the Red Bull and stuff. It's awesome.
Yeah, perfect. Thank you so much.
Thanks, dude.
Our video's up.
Hey, our video is playing right there.
They're testing it out right now.
Okay,
Yeah,
so we
yeah.
could probably just kind of.
You know what's very funny about Matthew Ross is that he's sober, but he still drinks his Red Bull like it's a cocktail.
Yeah, you do.
So
Like
I
he
mix.
gets a little glass with ice and he puts a lime in it and he does this whole thing. You would
It's
think
good.
it's like a vodka soda.
It does
It's
look
Red
like a
Bull.
drink. I mean, that's just how I genuinely enjoy it. Is the thing. I hate this. Right now they can't see, but
Oh
we
my
have a
God.
TV on that has
This
the
is-
showroom.
If you've
They're
ever wanted to
playing-
know what it's like to live in a narcissist brain, we're doing a podcast while there's a screen
Of us
there's
doing a
live
podcast.
screen of the Tempe Improv playing our podcast clips on the TV. Damn, we are obsessed with ourselves.
You know how good life has to be going for you to hike?
Very good. You hiked.
Like life has got to be good for you to hike. You know what I mean? Because like
It could be the
because
opposite.
all you're doing is taking
if
you're
you
doing
like
is
to
going
hike, your life's going good if you're choosing to hike. If you have to hike, life is bad.
Exactly. Hiking is very black and white. Your life is either going so good that you're like, why don't I take the easiest thing in the world, walking, and make it harder?
Mhm.
Or you have to hike because you're like,
You're an
how
illegal
else
immigrant.
am I going to make it to the bus stop on time?
Mhm.
Mm.
Or one more mile and I'm in a country that gives me freedoms.
Mm.
Yeah, that's true. I don't know that crossing the border would be called necessarily a hike.
You don't think
Actually,
That'd be
That'd
a
be a
fun
little-
hike.
I think that'd be a
You
pretty
don't think
sick
that'd be
hike.
a hike?
I think that'd be
I think
a
it's
pretty
more
cool
of a
hike,
trek,
honestly.
if you ask
Yeah.
me.
I would say that's kind of a hike.
I think it's a hike, actually, now that I'm thinking
Yeah.
about it.
Someone's like, we have to go from Guadalajara to, and then we have to cross the border into New Mexico. I'm like, such a hike.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if you're like Lando, it's more of a swim.
Yeah, it's definitely a swim for Lando. Lando,
Yeah.
ooh, all right.
Thank you,
Thank
sir.
you so much.
Thank you. And if you just put that up there, actually, I'll get to it in a
And then
sec.
wave to the camera.
Yeah,
and say,
you're on
"Hi,
the
I'm
camera.
Andy."
Hey, this is Andy. He's our server.
Thank you.
Thanks, dude.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
Awesome.
Thank you so much.
Thanks, man. Dude, this podcast is terrible.
Yeah.
we had such a solid like 20 minutes, and now it's just like people walking in and out. Like Josh is thinking about what he wants to eat.
Yeah, put the fucking
Put
menu
the menu down, dude. Are you kidding me?
Dude, they have Korean fried rice. That sounds yummy.
That sounds crazy. Why would a comedy club serve good Korean fried rice?
Palm Beach has great ramen.
Dude, their ramen is
Yeah,
so
but that's
good,
from
dude.
Copper Blues next door, which is there. No, there's not a Copper Blues to Tempe. It's attached to Stand Up Live.
I don't know, but if you're ever at the Palm Beach Improv, get the ramen.
Get
Jeff
the ramen.
suggests.
It's good. There's no broth, which makes it not really ramen, but whatever.
Yeah, it's just more like
Um,
noodles with steak on it, which is still
Yeah,
fire.
Which is
I liked
fire.
it.
I liked it a lot. They had a good sauce on it. Are we a fucking dude? Are we tanking?
Yeah.
It's hard. How do you stay in the zone for a podcast when people are coming in and out and you
How
like
long
have
have we
to
been
think
going?
about shit, dude? Like fucking
We go full
25
diva and we
minutes,
go,
bro.
get the fuck out.
Yeah, we could just lock that door, but I don't really want
I
that.
honestly thought that I have been.
You did lock it, and then he knocked,
And then you open.
and then you opened it. That's how that exchange went.
It's whatever, man.
Well,
It
now we're
doesn't-
locked again.
Do we have a topic to like refocus up that we can like riff about? Maybe
Your pussy.
my pussy. You want to riff about my bussy?
Yeah.
My boy pussy.
No, your pussy.
All right.
This sucks.
I wonder if they can hear.
I
want
want to talk about my trip to the barber shop because that was funny as
Oh,
fuck,
please
dude.
do.
Motherfuckers in the barbershop.
Motherfuckers in the
They're-
always
see,
talking
here's the
sweet
thing.
about
They're always
Chief
talking sweet
Keef.
about Chief Keef.
If I see another motherfucker
Talking sweet about Chief
Chief
Keef.
Keef,
I'm
fucking beating their ass, I'm not fucking playing no more.
All right,
All
we
right,
should stop
yeah,
just in
because
case.
there's gonna be another one where I get
Yeah,
carried away.
We should
in a
stop
couple
just in
words.
case. Yeah, tell us about
Dude,
because
I
if you're not
go-
watching the video, Josh has a very sick fade.
I have
nice barber.
I went to
Barber's
a
haircut.
barber, and
What kind of barber?
I went to a black-owned barber shop. That's how it was advertised, and I was like, "Yeah, I'll go
'Cause
go
you
support."
black-owned business.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'll go support a black-owned business.
BOBs.
And I was like, "This is gonna be good
Do you
haircut."
believe that airplanes in the night
It's
sky
got like shooting
shooting
stars.
You could really use a fade right now.
You could really use
You
a fade right now. That's good.
So I so I go to get my haircut, and the guy before me, I can hear their conversation that they're having, the barber and the guy before me, and the guy's married and he's talking about his kids and his wife the whole time. And then when that guy gets done to leave, they dab up and he's like, "All right, dog." The barber to the guy goes, "All right, dog, go get you some pussy." And then he finishes my haircut and he goes, "Have a good one, pal." I was like,
He
fuck,
looked
dude.
at you, looked at your haircut, and went, "This guy's not getting.
The
pussy."
guy's not getting pussy.
You know who is though? This
That-
family man.
This family guy who's married and has kids. And then he also was being like passive aggressive while he was on my right side. He was like, I'm going to go ahead and push the line on your right side up. Your forehead's kind of wonky. And I was like, what the fuck is happening right now, dude?
That's
You a little
sick.
lopsided.
You
player.
you got a lopsided
Was he
forehead.
black?
Yeah.
Oh.
And then he was taking videos. I'm so nervous. I
Dude,
followed him on Instagram. He
your-
has
Your haircut looks good.
it looks good. I have like a teardrop in the back. He gave me a teardrop. It's nuts.
No, he didn't.
He did. Am I? Can
What
you
are you
see it?
talking about?
Can you
oh,
see
like
it?
the way it fades?
Yeah, the way it fades.
Oh,
It's like
I thought you meant like
a
like
tattoo.
like a not a tattoo, but like I thought you meant he shaved like.
no.
You're like, look at my haircut, dude. The Jordan symbols in the back of it. Actually,
That would have been sick.
that would
He
be
actually
so
put
sick.
the continent of Africa.
But he dude, yeah, he was taking videos of me too because he does Instagram, the barber.
Yeah.
And I'm nervously waiting these videos because he's like, at one point I did not know he was taking a video, and I looked directly at the camera, and so there's just gonna be a video of me me from like above, like he's like doing this thing, and
He's
I'm just
doing
like,
the thing, and you're just like, hi. He's like, customers don't say anything.
yeah.
I'm
That's so
Josh.
good.
I fuck up his transition so you can just see my eyes, make eye contact, and then it cuts really quickly. It's gonna be nuts,
It's like
dude.
a jump scare.
I
It's
will-
like the first edit is you like the back of your head, and the second edit is a cut, and you're just staring
POV, like I'm blowing him, just like
staring right at
That
the
would be
camera.
that would be a very good like I think you should leave sketch.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like a commercial for like a local barbershop, and the guy they like keep cutting to a guy in the chair who's just like doing weird shit.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
Can't stop looking at the camera.
yeah, dude. I'm gonna once we get that,
That's funny.
once he gets that video up, I'll share it. I have to.
Please,
Yeah,
dude.
fuck
It's
yeah,
so.
dude.
It's just
I
funny
I
to
check
even-
every day.
It's just funny to even think that. It's funny to even think that you're gonna be featured on his page.
Yeah, dude, in front of like 6,000
You know what's
people.
funny is that he was probably like, I never get one of these in my chair. Let me get to go.
yeah, he was like, I've never seen a redhead.
a redhead
And his
white guy?
comments, I'm
comments,
not.
yeah.
They're gonna be like, this motherfucker's after my Lucky Charm.
Yeah,
like this is the
dude.
dude that's after
Oh, yeah,
Lucky
yeah.
Does he have a
Charms.
lot of followers?
Yeah, he's got like 6,000.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Yeah, he's got
Did
like
he
a-
follow you back?
Yeah,
He
Hell
was
yeah.
stoked to cut a white dude's hair, but then he was like, and it's red.
yeah,
Yeah.
dude.
That's as white as hair can get.
Yeah,
Right.
dude. If he can fade up, you can fade up a redheaded ginger, like, dude, like you can make
Oh,
that look
yeah.
good. You're good at your
Yeah.
job.
And then
You're
there's, like-
the LeBron of barbers.
Yeah, dude.
Then there's like the barber that I go to, who I love, and he's a great barber. But then sometimes he does some wild,
Whoa,
fucking haircuts,
dude, the thing I sent you.
the
today?
one you sent me today, that guy's crazy.
Nuts. The guy.
It's just like weird. You know when you
Don't
see
I know
somebody?
your barber?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Andrew. He's
Yeah.
amazing.
he's awesome.
And he's a very good barber, but so good that it's kind of like when an artist is really good and then you see something and it's like abstract and you're like, I think I just don't understand this.
Yeah.
He does haircuts like that sometimes where I'm like, I'm sure this is good. I personally don't get it. You know what I mean?
The guy he posted today.
Jeff doesn't get it ever.
The
I
guy,
don't
the
get
guy
it
he
at all.
posted today had a legitimate Hitler mustache.
Yeah,
a
he did.
legitimate Hitler mustache
Let me
in
show
a
you.
bowl cut.
Andrew or your guy?
Andrew.
No. Andrew.
What?
But Andrew didn't have one.
No,
I know
not
Andrew
Andrew. The
did.
guy, the client
Crooked
requested it.
fingers.
I'm sure.
He
Yeah.
requested Hitler. I feel like you could say no. I feel like you'd be like, nah.
I think he gave him what he
Look,
was after.
It's not a Hitler.
It's not a Hitler. It's a
it's
nuts.
Okay, it's not a Hitler mustache, but that guy looks like a dipshit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, dude. He looks like
That
he
guy
looks like
looks
one of the
like an
Three
idiot.
Stooges.
This
dude.
is like what this guy's page is like. It's like shit like
Oh,
this.
that's
Let me see it.
So
I didn't
you like you here. It's just like a little.
Oh,
like shit like this.
yeah.
Like,
He
like
probably
really
fucks, like,
artsy,
hipster girls.
like Brooklyn. He's gay as fuck, dude.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's super gay.
Probably
Andrew?
fucks like
No.
Probably fucks, like,
Andrew's only
hipster-
like a little gay.
tweaks.
Oh.
Okay.
Tweaks? That's not a word. Twinks. Is,
Yeah, you're gonna.
I
is
thought
that
Andrew-
is that slander?
No, but if you, it's one of those things. It's kind of like queer. Like if I'm
Yeah.
talking about like, oh, they're a queer person, I might be using it to identify them properly.
Right.
Or, but if you go, you're a fucking queer.
Yeah.
It's derogatory. And queer for a long time was. Twink is like a description of a body
type of
frame
guy,
and
yeah.
type of gay guy.
I was mind blown when queer came back.
Yeah.
When they were like, I'm queer. I was like, you can do that now?
They
Yeah.
took notes from the black community. They
Yeah.
were like, you guys just took that word back? And that's way worse.
It was like LGBT.
You guys call each other that now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
That's
I knew
crazy.
The whole thing was just like LGBTQ, and I was like, "What's the Q?" And they're like, "Queer," and I'm like,
Whoa.
"Not being able to throw a football is
Yeah.
puts you on that level."
LGBTQ
Like, at what-
plus
at
plus
what-
what a dick in my butt.
At what point is it going to be LGBTQF? and all of a sudden we're like, you guys call each other that?
Yeah.
now? That's
They
crazy.
You
do,
hit, you
though.
hit her
They
the
do.
hard
They
ot.
do, but it's a hit him with the hard OT.
Called me a with an ot, dude.
That is kind of
They call it their otter box.
Otter,
Their
otter,
boxes.
otter is another term
Yeah,
for
it's like
gay men.
it's you're hairy, but
small,
you're
hairy.
small.
Yeah, and then big and hairy is a bear.
So are you a? What would you be?
I
I'd
think
be a
Jeff
bear.
would be an otter.
I'm a bear.
Otter.
You're small, dude.
Bears
I'm a
are
bear.
big, dude.
I'm
Nah,
a
dude.
bear.
Bear, dude,
I'm
you're
a
an
bear.
otter, dude.
You're
Go
5'8",
swim, dude.
I'm a bear.
You're an otter.
This
dog.
is big
What
bear
am I?
daddy energy.
I want to know what I'd be a twink.
You
I
are
don't know
definitely
what-
a twink.
You'd
You're
be,
a fat
you'd
butted
be
twink.
like a jock.
I'd be a jock.
Yeah,
Is that
that's
one?
one of
I
them.
like that, dude. I'm gonna wear Letterman jackets
Yeah.
and blow dudes.
I had somebody tell me
I lettered in dick sucking.
Yeah.
I'm gonna wear a Letterman jacket in my class ring and suck cocks all day. That sounds
Instead of like the pins you get, it's
Yeah,
just
yeah.
like balls.
Yeah.
You lettered in getting butt fucked.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you know,
dude,
like
that's
how
awesome.
football players will get stickers for every good play they
Yes.
make. I just get cum splats on my
Dude, that's fire.
get cum stains.
Yeah,
That's fire.
that is sick. That's so sick.
Good
we
description of the-
were talking at lunch today. Josh is definitely the bottom. Look at that. Now that you're in shorts, stand up.
No, don't. Yeah,
Don't you
do that.
objectify
Dude,
me?
God
Stop, dude.
damn.
I don't like the way you
If
guys,
you were gay, you'd blow that thing out.
I don't like the way you guys
Come
like
on.
talk to each other. It makes me feel like you guys actually kind of want to fuck each other. And there
You're
would be
just jealous that we don't talk about you like
no,
that.
there would be nothing wrong with
We
that.
tear you up.
It's
Don't worry
just
about it. We
that-
tear you up.
oh yeah, you
Don't
break
worry.
me.
Look,
We break you off some.
we'd
Don't you
split
worry about
like
that.
a fucking log cow. Look,
Hey, listen, we'd spread those cheeks open. Don't you worry
Hey.
about
just because
that.
me and Josh are a little touchy-feely doesn't mean we'd get up in that ass, pal.
God.
Yeah,
Gabagool.
and you guys are staying. You guys are sleeping on the same couch, which is fine.
Dude, I woke up. Dude, I thought you were taking when you took that photo. I was also rock hard last night. I thought for sure that's. I
Dude,
remember you taking a photo, and I was
Josh
hard
is
as
a
hell.
fucking mess. He's hard as a rock. He's cuddling with like this stuffed animal and ripping the loudest. And it was every 10 minutes. It wasn't like a little chunk. It was consistently every like 10 to 15 minutes. Every 10 to 15 minutes, he's like tossing and turning. He's got a boner. I'm like, what is happening?
Dude, yeah, you are a mess. That's hilarious. Could you imagine if you'd been taking that picture and he just rolled over? He's just like hard as fuck, dude. Oh,
It
that would
makes
be
me
so crazy.
It makes me feel bad for Josh's girl because I'm imagining that he was holding that stuffed animal as if it were her, which means he's just dead asleep, gripping her up,
stabbing her in the fucking side.
rigged up and ripping ass. He's just like, time to go to sleep, babe.
And she just can't get away.
She's just stuck like.
That's not far off, actually.
Doesn't have
Can
the
we?
proper
Can
oxygen.
I? I'm gonna try to do this. I'm gonna try to figure out. Last week we tried calling my mom to see if I kissed her on the mouth. Do you remember this
Yeah,
conversation?
I'm down for this. Call
We're trying to figure out because they think that I've kissed my mother on the mouth before, and I had
I
not.
know you have. I know your mom
I've
has kissed you on the
I've
mouth.
never kissed my mom on the mouth, and we're gonna prove it.
If you kissed your mom on the mouth at any point in your
Comment.
life, comment down below.
You've definitely kissed your mom in the mouth.
She better answer, dude. I just was texting her. Don't you ruin a clip twice, Mom.
Dude, she hates you.
God damn it.
Yeah, dude, your mom doesn't like you.
Are you doing a show right now, Josh?
I'm about to be, yeah.
Don't put me
Hey,
on
Mom,
air.
can you... Well, I need you to solve something for me, okay? Because
Okay.
we have there's a question going around. Have you ever and have I ever kissed you on the mouth?
As a child.
No.
No, right?
No.
Never even as a
No.
wait, hi, this is Matt. It's nice to meet you. So at no point in his like toddler days or anything did you never kissed him on the mouth?
No, I always just smooched him on the cheek.
I got hit with a
Alright.
smooch, dude.
All right.
All right,
okay.
thank you, Mom. Thank you so
Thanks,
much.
Mom.
Bye, Josh.
All right, bye. I love you.
Love you.
Love you too.
I love you.
Bye.
Bye. Sometimes when we
All
hang
right,
up,
okay.
sometimes when we hang up,
That's crazy. She didn't kiss your little baby boy lips.
Yeah, that's
dude.
crazy.
Sometimes when we hang up, she'll go, "Okay, bye." It's so funny. Instead of saying "I love you" back,
Stop doing your bits, dude.
I'm trying to make it better.
Yo, I have to pee. How long are we doing this for?
I
We're-
say we can cut it, man. We're at like 7:06.
I'm
This
not
is gonna
gonna-
be. Here's the thing, guys.
This is gonna be a wild
This is
episode.
a short episode. There's gonna be a lot. I don't know what Josh
I'm not gonna
is
cut
or
anything.
isn't.
We'll upload raw.
We're in the green room. We got people coming in and out. It's just a lot, and we appreciate you guys being here. Next week will be the normal. We'll be back in town, and in Florida, we'll do the full hour. Thank you guys for
Yes,
coming
thank you
and
so
doing
much.
all the, like listening and everything. And,
Thank you.
We have a
we love
website.
you.
We have a website. Look at it. Get some merch. Thank you guys. We love you.
Bye.
Bye, good girls.
Love you. Bye.